This is Shoreline Mafia, the LA-based rap group that took the world by storm in 2018 with popular songs like Musty, Bands, and None Major. With how quickly they rose to fame, it was hard not to know about the collective at the time during their rise. Now, Shoreline Mafia consists of 4 members: OGZ, Phoenix Flexin, Rob Vicious, and Master Kato. OGZ and Phoenix Flexin linked up on MySpace while they were still in high school and started making some of their first songs on a $100 microphone in GarageBand at the crib. Later on, one of OGZ's close friends introduced him to Master Kato at Rock the Bells concert. They hit it off and he became the newest member of Shoreline Mafia. Following that, Phoenix Flexin was kicking it with Rob Vicious on the regular, and he felt like he'd be a great fit for the group as well, so shortly after, he ended up joining too. Shoreline ended up dropping their first mixtape, Shoreline Do That Shit, in 2017, and it reportedly only took them 4 days to make. And on that project, they found Ron Ron's beats on SoundCloud, and he proceeded to make all of their biggest songs. Like, no, seriously, look at his Genius page. Musty, None Major, Bottle Service, What's the Deal? Bro is like a hit maker, and he's still a hit maker till this day. Now, after listening to a lot of their music, here's some of the qualities I noticed in their beats. For the melodies, they usually always have pianos, synths, and bells, and that's usually accompanied with a whiny synth lead. Always gotta have an extremely bouncy rezo synth bass line, or some fat 808s. And then for the hi-hats, I noticed that a lot of their songs have a 2-step hi-hat pattern or a variation of the 2-step hi-hat pattern. For the percussion and sound effects, it's usually pretty simple. It's just enough to make everything a little bit more bouncy and add some flavor. And for most of the beats, they're usually 95 BPM to 100 BPM. And last but not least, most of the songs are in the minor scale. So with all that being said, let's make a beat for Shoreline. All right, so look, if you've been struggling on making West Coast drums, I have the perfect kit for you. So today's video is actually sponsored by me. Video sponsored by me, you feel me? Essentials Drum MIDI kit right here, you feel me? Helps you with all your West Coast drum needs. Now, but all jokes aside, this is actually my favorite kit that I've put out in a very long time, just because it is a cheat code for making drums, I swear. Like, look at this right here. Look at how easy I'm gonna make this drum pattern right now. Now, if you do want to get the kit, it will be the first link in the description. All right, so the first sound that I got was from the XB5080, and it's called the, I'm gonna have to read this off, the PR-D005D-50 EP. I don't know what kind of name that is, but it sounded hard. Now with that EP, I ended up cutting out all the low end, and I ended up boosting up the high mids, and then I threw a bunch of delay on it. Now to replace the low end from that sound, I ended up getting the warm pad from the XV5080, and I put down this pattern right here. And with this sound, I just did a simple EQ, ducking out some of the low mids, just so everything felt a little bit more balanced. Now, vocals isn't really a prevalent sound in Shoreline's music, but I always like to add my own flavor to everything, and I love throwing vocal chops into beats. So I went into Arcade, into the Always Crying preset, and I laid down these vocals. Now on this one, it's real simple processing. I just did an EQ to duck out a lot of the high ends and the low ends, put a reverb on it, and then I put a delay on it as well. Now my favorite part of the melody is actually the synth lead. I got the HS Musical Saw from Zebralette. Very underrated free VST, by the way, bro. Like, I'm not sponsored, I'm not getting paid to say this, but like Zebralette is fire, is gas. Like, they honestly, they should have charged for it. I ain't gonna hold you. They should have charged some type of money for it, you feel me? Because there is so many good sounds. I'm gonna die. And there's so many parameters that you can mess around with, you feel me? To like change the sound to how you want it to be. Now for the effects on the lead, all I did was duck out some of the mid frequencies and then throw a delay on there as well. So since it's a Shoreline Mafia type beat, it'd be a disservice if we didn't have bells in here. So I went to the XB5080 again, and I chose the Jimmy D preset right here, and I put these effects on it, right? Oh, psych, ha, never mind. I didn't put no effects on this motherfucker.
Hey, go ahead, Infinite.
And then with everything put together, this is what the beat sounds like.